Good afternoon, dear friends. Welcome to our reading today. My name is Victoria, and I'm bringing you some of this beautiful nature on this Sun conjunct Jupiter day. I hope you are playing and doing the things of your heart's desires and bringing more of that into your life, or writing it out and imagining it into being through the way that makes the most sense to you. So I am pulling today from the Everyday Witches Tarot and the Goddess Power Oracle. I have a new deck that I'm pulling from. I'm super excited with that one. So we have the Sun in Taurus and the Moon moving through Libra. And we are almost finished with Sun in Taurus. We have one more degree after today. It's the 28th degree. So it's actually trining my Jupiter right now, which is very nice. So I'm calling all that beautiful, loving abundance and flow into life everywhere, home, career, travel, all of the things. I invite you to call this into the soil is fertile and ready for that planting and nourishment. So whatever you focus on is expanding. I have the Sun card right here, expansion. So as we get into this reading, the first card is the Hierophant, which is fitting, being that the Sun is in Taurus, and this card, the Hierophant, is ruled by the sign of Taurus. It is fixed earth in nature. The Hierophant is the one who passes on the mysteries, the sacred mysteries, the internal mysteries, the mysteries sometimes that are only passed down orally or only are learned from within. And the Hierophant can be the guide to another, to a student, or to one to pass those on. The Hierophant, as you can see in this card, is depicted by a yoga teacher. So in this case, or a yoga teacher witch. So in this case, is asking us to take some time to go within, perhaps write down our messages that our spirit is bringing forward to us at this time, and how we can plant those seeds and take action in the physical world in a stable way that makes sense to us right now. And how can we utilize what is already in our pasture, already around us? How can we cultivate deeper within us the knowledge and the tools that are already in our reaching, without having to go too far outward and spread our energy outward? Like, let's draw in and allow to attract in the next steps, because we have what we need. And we have so much in Taurus right now. Everything's so fertile. So I invite you today, before the day is up, to go and write down your dreams, your wishes. I am claiming this. I am so grateful for this. I am experiencing this. And imagine yourself in those states of being, feeling that, cultivating that, allowing all your senses to savor what your dreams, your desires, and the direction that you're going in, because this is the moment of planting that is going to grow into a beautiful expansion. So we get a once a year Sun-Jupiter conjunction. So now the next card that we have is Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is reminding us that we continue on with our work, our everyday life work. Keep planting the seeds, keep going through the phases of life in order to make the progress. No matter how small it seems, you're always moving forward. So whatever that is for you, whether it's that work every day, maybe it's clearing stuff out every day to open space up for newness, new freshness, maybe it's connecting with new people in different ways in the physical world. Look to kind of see what that is for you. The next card is the Queen of Swords. What is it that we need to be clear on within ourselves and to cut away that which doesn't serve us anymore? What is the greater vision? Let us be clear in our mind and our consciousness. What do we need to, okay, no more. no more. I actually have a, oh, right here, selenite wand right here. What do we need to clear away energetically and figuratively that isn't investing in us in a beautiful way, that like the way that we would invest in something, so, or that isn't yielding in that way. So contemplating that and seeing where the Queen of Swords is calling herself, that part of yourself, into being. And then the next card is the Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles is saying, what do we need to let go of that is hindering our pathway right now, that we're like holding on so tightly to? What do we release at this time? That Four of Pentacles. So rather than being the one that holds on so tightly, allowing things to release, maybe even giving some stuff away, where something you haven't used in a long period of time, you can pass that on to someone. And there may be even sometimes where you're like, okay, I just need to like give away. So, and this actually, if you look in the background, there's this door. When the chest is moved, things are released, the things are let go of, this door can be opened right here. And new passageways can be opened and walked through. So, yes, releasing, letting go. And then the next one is Nine of Swords. So not allowing the defeat, the failure, thoughts of failure, of defeat, of doubt, of fear to get in. Choosing the higher thought, the higher vantage point. This is really important. And in this card, she's crying over like the pages of a book that was once told, of a story perhaps, or a journal. It's time to let those pages go. It's time to let that story go. It's time to let even that book go, whatever that sorrow is that keeps us down, that fear, that sadness, that failure, that life experience that brought us to this next state. The Three of Pentacles is the next card. Three of Pentacles is calling for us to work with the tools and resources that are readily available to us right now and move forward every single day, every single moment that we can. You see the three pentagrams here of earth, air, fire, air, fire, and water. And the culmination of the three becomes the manifestation of earth. So as we're working together with our passions, our desires, our emotions, our thoughts, and bringing them together in a collaborative state, we manifest that point of earth, that point of the mysteries, the tree of life, Malkut, the Adonai, and the earthly realm. So, yes. And then the last card is the Sun. So as we follow this process and do all those things coming from that centered space, releasing, moving forward each moment, each day with our passions, our desires, but also utilizing the tools in the physical world and asking for assistance. Like if we don't know the way, if we don't have those answers, asking others. Like when we get like a little inclination, like, hey, maybe I'll ask this person, maybe they have some information. Spirit speaks to us through all things, right? Through nature, but also through people. And we find the answers we need as we open our mouth and we speak, right? It's part of like that, like when I was talking about the Hierophant in the beginning, passing on those messages, those spirit messages, or those mysteries. Also, when we speak to each other, we're passing on mysteries and messages. It's really fun too, right? But it's like looking for the fun in all of it right now. It could get really tedious and heavy too if we allow it, or stressful. But if we could choose to take the other vantage point, that is lighter, right? All right, and then the Goddess card is Aini, adaptability. And I'm going to read from this one, since this is a new deck. So, ooh, I dropped it. Hold on. Okay, here's the river. There's the river. Different part of the river. I try to do a little different every time. Okay. When you set intentions for how your life could be different, better, fuller, juicier, prosperous, creative, more meaningful, etc., adaptability is the power you'll need to rely on. The old familiar you, the one who's used to your comfort zone, is now invited to dance in uncharted territory. The questions to ask yourself as you step into the unknown are, who do I need to become in order to experience this life I desire? What in me needs to shift so I can welcome this amazing abundance? And then it says, know that you have everything you need right now. You are aligned with the Celtic shapeshifter goddess, Aini, who could move effortlessly between our world and the world of the fairy. Her power of adaptability is sparkling within you. Magic is afoot. And it's funny, the wind picked up as I was reading that. The wind through the trees. It's beautiful. So sometimes you'll find yourself unable to respond to life's challenges because you're holding on too tightly to an image of how things should be. This reminds me of this card. Holding on too tightly. It's hard to adapt and to changing circumstances when you're so connected to familiar conditions or an identity. You may be too attached to the form of your desired outcome, and when things go a different direction, you resist. Have no fear. Instead, love these changes. Be open and curious. Call on the goddess Aini, I hope I'm saying that right, to embody her power. Remember, she could effortlessly shift from one form to another and move between worlds without consequence. Trust in whatever you're bumping up against will dissolve through your willingness to simply be with what is and allow the magic to reveal itself. So beautiful. All right, so Aini is with us, the goddess, the shapeshifter Celtic goddess. So lovely ones, I will leave you here. If you'd like to book a reading, please feel free to DM me. I have all this natural environment. I did put up some meditations. I have a couple more that I will be putting up. I have one for my patron. So if you're on there, let me know. Or if you want to be on there, let me know. And I send you so much love, so much blessings. And enjoy this time.